Okay. So, these are poker hands on the top. Does anybody in here, has anybody actually played poker before? Great. This is going to work out great. So, what we're going to do is we're going to write next to each one kind of what a description is of what's going on. At the top, we know that there are 52 cards in a deck. There are 4 suits, which is hearts, diamonds, let's see, spades, and I don't know why I decided to draw them instead of just write things, but here we are, and clubs. So there's 13 cards in each suit. And those cards are ace through king, so ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king. Okay, so I'm just going to write, because some of these are pretty self-explanatory. Anybody know what the word flush means? A flush is all the same suit. So if you have like all hearts, it's a flush. A straight is cards in order. So that might be like a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They don't have to be the same suit. Any 2, any 3, any 4, any 5, any 6. Anybody have an idea of what it would be for a straight flush?
It's in order, but it's the same.
Yeah.
suit.
So it'd be like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all hearts. Okay? Straight flush is the second best card in poker. Usually in poker, you get like 5 cards, and then depending on the poker game, there's lots of different poker games. You basically say, ooh, I'm going to throw away 3 of these cards. I'll get 3 new cards. Sometimes you get to even draw one more time before you make a decision. Sometimes they have cards in the middle that you can count as part of your hand. Depends on the poker game. But for this, we're just saying, you drew 5 cards. What are your chances? We're not switching out cards at all. So we're not going to make it too complicated. 4 of a kind means you have 4 of like 4 2s, 4 5s. Anybody know what a full house is?
Sitcom.
Yes, that's exactly right. Just write sitcom next to that one. A full house is 2 of one kind and 3 of another kind. So it could be something like king, 4, 4, 4. That's a full house. I assume you guys know what pairs are. Like 2 3s, 2 4s, that's a pair. And then the last thing is called high card, and that's just if nobody has any good hand, the person with the highest card wins. Anybody know what a royal flush is?
Flush, but they're all like the king, queen.
It has to be the 10, the jack, queen, king, and ace of one suit. Extremely rare. That's a crazy thing to get. And an amazing hand. That is like a once in a lifetime hand. Maybe never, probably never. Okay, so we're gonna start this out. Like I said, I'm gonna do the first 6 with you, and then you're gonna try the last ones. Every one of these is going to have a division sign in them. And what will be on the bottom of every one?
52.
52, choose how many? Choose 5. So 52, choose 5 is going to be on the bottom of literally all of these. Because that's how many choices there are for picking 5 cards. Can somebody tell me why it's a combination and not a permutation?
Because the order of the cards in your hand doesn't matter.
Right, you can rearrange any way you want. So how you pick them up doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm going to do this in a very distinct way that makes sense to me. I'm sure other people have different ways of thinking about it, but the only thing I can relate to you is how it makes sense to me, and I enjoy combinatorics, so we'll see if I can do it. All right, so a royal flush. How many kinds of royal flushes are there?
4.
Yes, because there's a royal flush in hearts, a royal flush in diamonds, royal flush in spades or clubs, right? So I could just write 4 on top of this, and I would be right. But instead, I'm going to write 4, choose 1, because I just want to get you guys used to, like, there's 4 different possibilities. I want one of those possibilities. All right. In your calculator right now, by the way, anytime it says something choose 1, it's just that number in front of it. So you could just write 4 instead of 4 choose 1. So in your calculator, you're writing 4 divided by 52 choose 5. I got 1.54 e to the negative 6. Autumn and Michaela, do you guys remember how to do the NCR thing in your calculator? Ow, ooh. Pinch my finger between my chair and the drawer. Okay. These up here are all the possibilities of what you could get, right? So they're going to add up to 1. So we're going to keep track as we go by putting the probabilities up here. Because the only way to find out what the probability of the high card is at the end is to take 100% minus all the others. Okay. So here's the way I've been figuring out how to do this over the years. The best way I can think of by doing this, I don't think a royal flush is that hard to figure out, but the other ones are pretty hard. So I imagine an exact thing first. So give me an exact example of 4 of a kind. Just make something up.
4 3s.
3, 3, 3, 3, and then a
5.
5. This is one possibility of 4 of a kind. Everybody agree? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to figure out the probability of this and then expand out, because I think that's the easiest way to go. All right, so first let's talk about the 4 of a kind. How many different 3s are in the deck? 4, and I need all of them. So I'm going to write 4, choose 4. That tells me that I need all of those 3s. But it's not just 3s I could pick, right? How many different options are there?
9.
You could get aces too, or kings, or queens.
So it'd be 13.
13. Do you guys understand that there are 13 choices for that? So I'm going to write times 13, choose 1. So far, this is picking which kind we're getting.